Stop uploading two-column PDFs directly to Claude. It silently glues your columns together and turns your invoice line items into unreadable soup. If you're parsing vendor invoices, contracts, or statements and getting nonsense back, you're not crazy. Claude's native PDF reader linearizes top to bottom across the full page width and ignores column boundaries. Most tutorials test on clean digital PDFs, so they never see this. I hit it on 38% of real Serbian vendor invoices in production. I'm Lazar. I ship invoice parsers for clients daily, and the fix is 20 lines of pdfplumber. Let me show you exactly what to send instead. Here's the scenario. A client runs a small distribution business. Vendors email them PDF invoices, 2 columns, sometimes 3, sometimes a header row that spans the whole page and then splits. They want those line items in their accounting system automatically. Sounds simple. So you do the obvious thing. Drop the PDF straight into Claude. Ask for structured JSON. And on clean digital invoices, it works. You ship it. Then real vendor PDFs start coming in, and 38% of them come back with the description from the left column, glued to the price from the right column. Quantities attached to the wrong product. Totals that don't add up. Your client is now manually fixing what your automation was supposed to fix. I measured this on 240 real vendor PDFs from one client batch. 38% column merge errors with native Claude upload. The standard advice is either use the Files API or convert the PDF to Markdown first. The Files API has the exact same problem because under the hood, it's still linearizing. Markdown conversion gets you down to 22% errors, but it strips spatial information the model needs. Both miss the actual issue. The issue is that Claude doesn't know where the columns are. It's reading left to right, top to bottom across the whole page, like it's one big paragraph. Give it the spatial information and the problem disappears. Here's exactly how. Install pdfplumber. Open the PDF, loop through pages, and call extract words on each page. That returns a list of tokens, and for every token you get the text plus 4 numbers, x0, y0, x1, y1, the bounding box of where that word sits on the page in points. You dump that list as JSON. Each entry looks like text, x0, y0, x1, y1. That's it. No layout detection, no OCR tuning, no model swap. Then you send that JSON to Claude with a short prompt. Something like, here are the tokens from page 1 with bounding box coordinates. Reconstruct the reading order column by column. Then return the line items as structured JSON with description, quantity, unit price, and total. The key phrase is column by column. Claude reads the x0 values, sees there are 2 clusters, one around x equals 50, another around x equals 320, and figures out on its own that those are 2 columns. It groups tokens by column first, then sorts by y inside each column. The merging vanishes, real numbers from production. Same 240 invoices. Native upload, 38% errors. Markdown conversion, 22% errors. Text plus bbox JSON, 4% errors. And here's the part nobody talks about. The token cost. Native PDF upload was burning around 14,000 input tokens per document because Claude rasterizes pages internally. The JSON token stream averages 5,000. That's a 64% cost cut on every single invoice, and the accuracy went up 9 times. A few things to watch out for. Tables with merged header cells will still confuse the model. For those, add a second prompt that says, identify the header row first, then map columns. PDFs that are scanned images won't work with pdfplumber because there's no text layer. You need OCR first. But Tesseract with bounding box output gives you the same JSON structure, so the second half of the pipeline is identical. And for very dense pages, Chunk by page and process in parallel, rather than dumping everything into one request. This is the preprocessor pattern we ship inside client invoice automations. It runs every day on Serbian vendor PDFs with 2-column and 3-column layouts, and the error rate stays under 5%. The whole preprocessor is under 40 lines of Python. The model didn't get smarter. We just stopped lying to it about where the words are on the page. If you're parsing vendor invoices, contracts, or financial statements and watching multi-column PDFs come back as garbage, this is exactly the kind of preprocessor we build into client systems. See real automations we ship at BizflowAI.io. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next breakdown lands in your feed. And if you have a document workflow you want automated, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io. We'll map it out with you.